Cody, what have you heard since your grand slam the other day?
Just a lot of congratulatory texts, messages from my mom and, family and friends, just a lot of encouragement and stuff like that.
What do you think it kind of says about this team? Dakota loses on Friday and y'all bounce back and get the final two at number one. What do you think it says about this team?
I think it speaks volumes about this team. We got plenty of guys that can go out there and get it done. I thought Dakota pitched very well. He got a few CNI singles, little blue base hits and stuff. That's going to happen. And the way we rallied the second two games in that series just really speaks a lot about this team and how we bounced back. We got great starting pitching, great relief pitching, and of course, our offense is top notch too.
What you did on offense, that also reflect the fact you always have a lot of moving pieces out there because a team loses its second leading hitter and its leading run scorer in Robson for a series on the road, and you're still able to just patch people in and keep going.
Yeah, that's what I think the strength of our team is we just have depth everywhere. We got tons of depth in the outfield, especially, and I think that you can plug any guy in there and they're going to get the job done. I think that's really put your mind at ease, for the rest of the way. We wish we had Robson, but whoever we stick in there, we're going to get it done.
What were you more proud of, your grand slam or when you hosed the guy from right field yesterday?
I'd probably say the throw from right field. Just looking back on it, that run meant a lot in that game, and I feel like I could have changed the outcome of that game, and I did, and that felt really good.
Speaking of depth in the outfield, Mangum, these last couple of weeks really impressive. SEC Freshman of the Week today. How good is he, and just how impressive has he been as a freshman?
He's been awesome, and he's been lights out. To come in as a freshman and play in the SEC the way that he has, that's really special, man. He no one works as hard as he does. I mean, we have a lot of hard-working guys, and he's really came in and made a name for himself, and that's really big. Moving forward as a team. Robson goes down, he steps right in, and he does his job, and he's been hitting lights out, and that really helps the team a lot.
Yesterday was kind of the exception of what y'all been able to do. Batting in runners on base and scoring position, 2 outs. You get the grand slam. What's kind of changed from last year to this year? Because last year that was something that was kind of the Achilles heel for that team. This year it's one of y'all's strengths.
Last year was a building block. I like to look at it as we had a lot of guys that go through that last year that are returning this year. A lot of guys felt very pain and anguished over that season last year, and I think that we just the way we prepared coming into this season. Really prepared us for that and those moments. Those guys that step up and get 2-out RBIs and things like that. We experienced all that a year ago when we didn't, and this year I feel like we really stepped up to the plate and are taking advantage of those opportunities.
Is that preparation, in fact, in what Jack Kruger told us last week? Y'all went to Gainesville saying you were going to come back with wins. I mean, there's no, okay, we're playing a great team in their field, but we're going to win. Do you feel that way?
Absolutely. Every day we take the field. I feel like we're going to win 100%. We have tons of guys. We have plenty of guys to, do what we need to do. And I think we've proved that, and, we're going to keep proving that. But, everyone's got confidence. We've got a lot of confidence in this team and every guy that we put out there.
You mentioned the guys, the depth on this team and things. How is that as a player to know that you have talent and yet there's so many guys around you fighting for that same play and time and thing?
I think it's awesome. It breeds competitiveness. It makes every guy play their best every game, and not that saying that no one does, but it definitely breeds some competitiveness, and it's definitely not a he's playing more or I'm playing more kind of thing. We all love each other, and whoever we put out there, we know we're going to win.
Is that what makes this year's roster maybe different than last year's, and maybe even your entire time here?
Yeah, in some cases, most certainly. Just having that depth, it's always good to just know that the next guy up is going to do the job just as well.
Having faced this murderer's row already, played teams like Vanderbilt, Ole Miss, now Florida, is there any concern about a letdown now because you've done so much and now you got a really tough A&M team coming in for the weekend?
Absolutely not. I mean, we know what we're capable of. We know what we can do. We got a tough rest of the way, no doubt about it. Playing in the SEC every weekend's tough, no matter who you play on the road or at home. Texas A&M will be a good challenge for us again at home, and we look forward to it.
So your pitching had kind of been lacking in the first 3 SEC series. Do you think Connor kind of locked up that Sunday spot with the way he pitched yesterday?
I believe so. The final decision is up to the coaches, of course, but when you get a good start on the road against a #1 team in the SEC on the Sunday game, he come out and he threw 5-6 shutout innings, and that's all you can ask for right there out of a Sunday guy. And I think he did really well, and I would expect him out there again.
You were on this team in 13. Do you see similarities between the two teams, or is anything you can draw from that?
Yeah, just the closeness between everybody. The competitive drive that everybody has. We got tons of talent, just like that 2013 team did. We can put anyone out there. We got tons of pitching, tons of bullpen relief help. There's a lot of similarities to it, but I think that we, each team grows and gets better. We have our own, certain twist to it, and I think that this season is going to be really well for us.